Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Thought I'd talk a little Street Fighter here because Street Fighter 6 has just been announced. And I have several Street Fighters here. I've got Super Street Fighter for the Super NES. I've got Street Fighter Championship Edition for Genesis. And I've also got the Street Fighter collection here on the PlayStation. And I got this for a completely unrelated reason, but I thought I would show a little gameplay of all three versions here because this has actually weirdly got a flaw, or it's an inferior version compared to these two, and I'll show you why. So we're starting off with Super Street Fighter on the Super NES. That's why the other two cartridges are sitting out in the front. That one's in the Super NES. Let me fire it up. Okay, now as you all know, I always play Chun-Li, and I always get the color wrong. Is it Y for her to be in blue? Hey, I got it right! Okay. Oh good, she's taking on Dalzine first. I was like playing against Dalzine because my buddy, when I was in the 90s and we were both Street Fighter players, he was always Dalzine and I was always Chun-Li, and it was kind of... Anytime the two of us play, this is the preferred matchup because it reminds me of back in those days. Hey, well done, Chun-Li, you got him already. I know you can't see it with that PlayStation cartridge or disc in the way, but what we're kind of concentrating on here is the load times. Come on, get him. Oh, okay. I do prefer this controller for this game, by the way. I've done a video about that, how I much prefer playing Street Fighter on Super NES. There it goes. Okay, so I have won. That's awesome. Well done, Chun-Li. Yatta. Perfect. Now, here's the part. So, yeah, then you just go on to the next level. And that was without any edits. Now we're taking on T-Hawk. But I don't actually want to play against T-Hawk. I want to show you now Genesis version. And now we're on Sega Genesis Street Fighter Championship Edition. Sorry, Special Championship Edition. Once again, my girl Chun-Li. Now, this one I have found, even though the button layout more closely matches what you get for the fight stick, like the original arcade machine. Ooh, jeez. I do find that the D-pad on the Genesis isn't as easy to work with, which is really surprising. Okay, let me concentrate, see if I can win here. That's better. There we go. Watch out for those lightning legs. But again, we're looking at the loading times. You finish your level, and then you go on to the next fight. Now let's check out PlayStation. Let's go Street Fighter 2. And again, this is without any edits. This is the actual real game loading in real time, really off my real PlayStation 1 with a real disc. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's start that up. And go with Chun-Li, and I always forget, is it square for her color? It is, okay. Nicer music and stuff, but like, oh, now we have to sit for a loading screen? Really? Again, no edits here. Okay, well that was pretty good. Sorry, it's a little overexposed. Can I change the brightness? There you go. Okay, now you can see her better. So, I mean, yeah, great that you've got all this other bells and whistles. I think it looks nicer, which is great, you know, but man, oh man. When do you see what it's like if I win? Okay. Yay, Chun-Li. You win. Fantastic. And now we load, and we load, and we load again. Just to do the I am the strongest woman in the world line. And we load, and we load. Now I get to take on the next guy. Jeez. So you see what I mean? Like, oh wait, hang on. We're not there yet. More loading. Like, this is chugging along at a pace that I just don't really want to play. Now I'm assuming it's doing something impressive technically here. You know, we're playing something that's close to the arcade, I guess. But my God, it's so painfully slow. I don't want to do it. So it's weird. I picked this up, and I think this is actually a fairly hard to find collection. But it's so painfully slow that I just don't feel like doing it. So yeah, don't know if you've got the either of the cartridge versions. I really recommend just stick with those. That's the way to go. And yeah. Okay, well, that's a victory, yay, but wow, this is just those loading times every moment between the I am the strongest woman in the world line, you know, the sort of end screen stuff. It's just not worth it for what you get in the play. Like, I don't enjoy it. So, yeah, I actually end up never playing this collection. I'm more of a Genesis, or honestly the Street Fighter one is the one that I like playing. So interesting. So yeah, let's hope that Street Fighter 6 is going to be nice. Fingers crossed. All we've seen so far is Ryu and Luke. What they've done with Ryu is a little worrying because he looks super huge, as they like to say, super thick. And, oh my God, here we go with the loading screens again. And given that Chun-Li's thighs are thick as AF, and that is her calling card, you just know Capcom's gonna probably either turn her into something crazy, or my fear is even worse, they're gonna do like Street Fighter 4 and give her man hands again. So I've got my concerns about Street Fighter 6. I'm assuming it's only for next gen, and I don't have a PlayStation 5 anyway, so it's sort of a moot point. I really love Street Fighter 5 on my PlayStation 4, And this Street Fighter collection on my PlayStation 1 is fine and dandy, but my God, it is so painful, those loading times. Heck, I'd rather just play with my little My Arcade port, the little tiny arcade machine I got at Christmas time. It's way better. All right. Well, I just thought I'd do a comparison there of the PlayStation version of Street Fighter 2 versus the Sega Genesis version of Street Fighter 2 versus the Super NES version of Street Fighter 2. Honestly, the older ones, the Genesis and Super NES versions, they're better because you don't have those crazy loading times. All right. Well, there we go. Until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.